Good morning, Hawkwood School community. Happy Friday. I hope all of you are doing well. I want to thank you for the support you've been giving your students and children accessing our Google Classrooms. Thank you to the students for all that you've submitted, your questions, videos, pictures, all of your work. It's been fun getting the classrooms up and running. And thank you all the family members for your continued support. So this weekend is a special weekend. It's Mother's Day on Sunday. So in honor of all of our Hawkwood School community mothers, I'm going to take a couple of minutes and read you a story. So this is a book called Mars Needs Moms by Barclay Breathed. Mothers. Milo often wondered what was so special about them. Anyone could see they were giant, summer-stealing, child-working, perfumey garden goblins. There was hardly much special about that. Mothers were also bellowing broccoli bullies and carrot-cuddling cuckoos. Nothing very special about that, thought Milo. Mothers were slave-driving, trash-mashing, rubbish-odor ogres. Nothing special about that. And mothers were thundering, humorless tyrants. This afternoon, Milo's mother missed what was funny about sister tinting. "Up to bed now," she thundered. "Tyrant," barked Milo. "No supper," said his mother. As she left his room, Milo yelled, "I sure don't see what's so special about mothers." She paused when he said this, and then closed the door very, very slowly. Exhausted from his fit, Milo fell very, very asleep. Milo slept so deeply that he never heard the distant roar of the rocket engines in the night sky beyond his window. He never saw the tongue of orange flame light up the nearby hills. The spaceship landed just outside of town. They'd arrived. But who? Martian raiders. Worse, Martian raiders with a big net. They climbed down from their starship and gazed over the town below, looking for that most marvelous treasure. Treasure that could never ever be found on Mars. A treasure called moms. Ooh, they thought, to nab just one of those. Any mother would do. They don't have mothers on Mars, you know. Martians grow motherless from the ground like potatoes. The raiders had some early mom napping trouble. Bolder action would be needed. Milo awoke to strange sounds down the hall. He peeked around the door to see his mother being carried past the bedroom by 3 Martians the color of jelly beans. That, he thought, is something you don't see every day. Milo chased the Martian raiders, their now awake prize, out of the house and down the streets and into the hills and up to the spaceship which roared into the night sky. Milo suddenly wondered why he would want to be dangling miles above Earth chasing his carrot-cuddling mother. He decided to figure that out later. Milo found himself locked in the bottom of the spaceship, so he put on a spare space helmet and curled up in a corner, trying to stay warm. He slept as the ship sped toward the distant red planet. Milo awoke to find the ship still and quiet. The door was open, and suddenly he knew why Mars so badly wanted mothers. They needed driving to soccer and to ballet and to playdates, parks and pizzas, plus cooking and cleaning and dressing and packing lunches and bandaging boo-boos. They'd seen it in their telescopes. It was obvious. Mars needs moms. How perfectly, completely sensible of them, thought Milo, and he decided to go tell them just that. But he tripped. Down, down, down he went, landing very hard, but in one piece. His helmet? Not so much. Milo gasped and choked. As anyone knows, breathing Martian air is just like breathing mustard. He sucked it in and instantly grew weak and dizzy, and things began to go dark. Milo was fading. He barely sensed someone approaching. And he barely sensed the gentle hands place her helmet over his. Milo opened his eyes, and for the first time, he saw neither a broccoli bully nor a slave-driving garden ogre. He didn't see a tyrant or a dictator or a weary driver to soccer games. Suddenly, he knew what was special about mothers. She looked at him smiling and said, "I love you to the ends of the universe." And then she breathed in the terrible air, closed her eyes, and leaned on Milo, growing very still. The Martians watched, unmoving, confused. "Help her!" he yelled angrily. Then he added, "She's my mother!" Finally, the mighty mob nabbers of Mars understood. Their wonderful telescopes had seen many things about mothers down on Earth, but like certain little boys, they missed the best part. The Martians quickly fetched another helmet and hoped that it was not too late. They helped Milo carry his mom aboard the ship, which lifted off for the long journey home. Her eyes remained closed as they soared through the stars. Milo would stay curled up close to her all night. And he would be there when she woke up in the morning. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Have a great weekend.